Comedy Jonah.
G'day! G'day! Good evening, g'day.
Comedy Jonah.
G'day, good evening.
I'm here dressed in my Felicia and Cerie best bathrobe, Ralph Lauren, if you don't mind.
Yes, you're so fancy. I should have worn mine.
You should have. I just felt this is what needed to happen today.
Has it been that kind of day?
It's been that kind of day. You know, I pride myself on not being one of those people that are like, oh, my favorite when I'm not going to watch the feeds anymore. But I couldn't even bring myself to watch the feeds today.
What? Are you sick? Do we need to call 911?
I think when you put on the Cerie bathrobe, you just get depressed. I think it makes you just want to leave the house you're in. Yeah, it makes you just want to leave the house you're in.
Well, did you try putting snacks in the pockets like Felicia?
I don't know if you heard, this is Ralph Lauren. We don't put snacks in our pockets.
You could have like little caviar biscuits or something fancy.
Well, let me tell you, I'll put a lot of fun things in my pockets as long as people follow, like, and subscribe. Wherever you're watching, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, any of those things. It's a great way to help support the shows, keep them going, of course. Share the show, tell a friend, tell a family member. We're not going anywhere because the season is ending. We're going to have your postseason interviews, John, myself, jury members. We'll take your questions live for an hour. We have all of our holiday shows. I'm still live every single day doing, you know, it's all still happening. We're still live every single day for 10 hours a day. We're not going anywhere.
No, it's just gonna continue and continue and continue.
You can also visit our website, yourrealityrecaps.com, for the past 12 years of it continuing, or visit our Discord, yourrealityrecaps.com/Discord. That's where we streamed tonight's episode. We watched Halloween movies the other night.
What'd you watch? But Mickey Mouse goes to the Haunted Mansion?
No, we did watch Haunted Mansion, so fuck off. And we also watched the just released Haunting in Venice. Okay.
Well, I watched The Exorcist Believer.
Okay.
But I decided, I don't know what's happening. I decided, because I like to pick a trilogy, so I watch all of them in a row, and even if there's a bunch of them, you can like Google it and go, how do I watch all of them in order, even if they have different release dates? So this year I did The Exorcist. So I watched prequels, The Exorcist, The Heretic, The Three, and then The Believer. And it was scary.
Well, I have friends, so I don't have to do that. I just whipped a heating pad out from under my gown. I thought I was going to need it because, you know, it's only 20 degrees here in New York. And it was I was like a baked potato in this Cerie robe. It's
windy. It was windy here. It was rainy, then windy, then sunny. I mean, it feels like 3 days have passed by in Seattle.
Never ends. Never ends. Much like this season of Big Brother, it feels like it's never ending, and I just want to flush it down the throat. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think people might have come here for a pick-me-up, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of laughs, but I've never wanted a show to be over more than I want this season to be over.
Well, we gotta work in Eric and Cherie together. Or Eri.
Rika.
You're depressed in a robe.
I'm depressed in a robe and wearing the shirt I've wore for the last 5 days under it.
I thought it was great to see Cherie dressed up. You know, obviously she was going home. But then I wasn't really sure. And then I was looking at what Felicia was wearing. And I'm just like, okay, Moo or, you know, Cherie's got on pantyhose. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of knew who's going home.
Okay, first of all, it's insulting for you to call Felicia's dress a moo-moo. She looked very pretty in that dress.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I saw Gayle King on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune versus RuPaul and the mom from Family Guy, and I don't know how Gayle King's publicist let her on that stage. She would have killed for a dress that looked like what Felicia was wearing.
Really?
It just was not flat. Like it was like the two dress, but it gave her like the muffin top roll across her. Which, don't get me wrong, Gayle King's beautiful and not at all large, but it was just maybe her Spanx did something weird. And then if I was her, when I watched this show back, I would have fired every single person on my staff from that day.
Starting with your stylist.
Starting with the stylist, but like, who let her go on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune looking like that? It was horrible.
Grandpa in your robe, I don't watch Wheel of Fortune.
Excuse me, this is my homage to Suri, and it is my poor mother with dementia who we watch Celebrity Wheel of Fortune with. Apparently, when you turn old, Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy are your two highlights of your day.
Does she get any of the answers right?
Yes, she's not stupid, Comedy Jonah. She's dementia.
Well, forgetful.
Yeah, doesn't mean she doesn't know answers.
Well, you can't remember them if you're forgetful.
She loves telling me how stupid I am. Favorite part is
why
how
you're in the robe.
My favorite part is during this Big Brother, which is my escape, where now they have the dementia commercials with the mother and daughter, where the mother is beating the daughter and being horrible to her. It's my favorite break that I get.
That's the break you look forward to. Is the
literally turn to my mother and go, "I'm getting you, Relaxa. Look, I'm putting you on this AstraZeneca. Make you be nicer to me." No, it is just, I see people in chat, Annie, asking, did anybody give Suri a heads up? We don't know yet. I mean, what did you think, Comedy Jonah, about the fact that Jagoff refused to tell them what they were doing this week? Like, we're gonna make it a good old-fashioned Blindside because I'm so fucking stupid, I don't even realize these people are part of a jury.
The thing I thought was interesting this week, is, Cerie's instincts were spot on, even though she was being told, let's talk about her campaigning to Bowie. Like, could it be any more generic? Like, hey, I know we had differences, with the whole red thing and all that, but I still like you. I'm going to work with you. Could we work together? Or would you keep me in the house? Absolutely, I would. Yes, let's hug it out, Saray. I mean, it was just ridiculous. It's like she knew she was going. And you know what? I was waiting for her to say in her exit interview, you know what? It was smart for Jag to get me out because he's right.
She kind of did.
She kind of did. Like, it's smart. Like, there were some cracks in the relationship a little bit with the Minutemen. So Cirie is the type that goes in for those cracks. So Jag was really smart to do that. And of course, he's got his arm up Bowie as his favorite puppet. Hello, good day. I'm going to do whatever you want, even if I'm HOH. And, she's going to go along with him. I really thought they possibly would split the vote.
No, well, that's because you are, as we like to say around here, Comedy Jonah.
I said hope.
Casual viewer.
I said hope.
As you saw from Jag's DR, she was always going from day one. Jag's plan was to get Bowie out to get Cirie out if you're watching the live feeds, which to me is stupid. I mean, honestly, for me at this point, now I'm saying I don't believe this is going to be a bitter jury, but I wish it to be a bitter jury. I wish that that Cirie gets to vote first, and she stands up there when she goes to put her key in, she looks and goes, "Hey, Jag, you're an asshole, and I'm so glad you lied to me for an entire week and then sent me to jury. Can't wait for you not to win. Fuck you," and turn the key.
Well, I don't want to see that. I expect
do.
that more of America to do that.
Good. She's smart girl.
She's a sore loser. I
No.
think once you kind of get, I'm assuming once you get into the jury house, you can take a breath. Like what Sari was saying, she could take a bath. She can have her lemon drop. Like you start to relax a little bit. And then you really start to be like, okay, with whoever's left, who really played the best game? And only they know because they were in the house with them.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to agree with you. I think we're aware who played the best game. I hate to say it, Jag did play the best game. Now, do I think Jag deserves to be rewarded for playing the best game? I mean, theoretically, yes.
Why not?
Well, because he's an asshole. Because you're not
Why
watching
is
the
he an
feeds, and
asshole?
he's... Because he and that fucking...
Pressure cooker. They're crazy.
No.
93
No.
days. Nuts. They're nuts.
They're nuts, but you didn't watch this week. They made it so personal. They went on and on for hours making like fun of America and Corey, saying that they wanted to sleep deprive Felicia, coming up with plans to keep her awake so that she would be weak, not giving.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was so funny. And I said, like, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny originally, like when they first started doing it. I'm like, oh, this is Jag's personality. This is funny. They're going to joke about it.
To do.
Right. But then when it went on.
I would torture the people. I would torture them.
Well,
fun.
when it went on for like 6 hours, it just became less funny.
There's nothing else to do. Cherie's hogging the Bible, swearing on it this week, so there's nothing else to do.
Well, oddly enough, the other side of the house was able to not do anything and not talk horribly about people.
And not do anything. Just sit there or sleep or sit in a robe.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, God,
that's fine.
Aren't they there, like you said, aren't they there to make content?
Well, this was bad content. This was, like, hard to watch content. Do you remember in the beginning of the season when I didn't like it?
Eaters are a little sleep deprived and you're taking things way too personal. Us casual viewers can see it from a different perspective.
Well, no, because you didn't see what we were talking about, so you can't say that. You can't say that.
I think if you get a good night's sleep and then rewatch the feeds on the playbacks, I think you might have a different perspective. It's worse.
It's worse.
So you've had a good night's sleep.
Chad is requesting to put you on mute. Sari and Felicia gave us good laughs without talking bad about anyone. Look, I'm not going to not say both sides of the coin. Sari and Felicia said a lot of horrible personal stuff about Bowie Jane the beginning of the season, about her looks and all of that stuff. And I was not okay with that either. And I was just as vocal about them doing that as well. The thing is, when they did it, it was like here or there. It lasted for like 5 minutes and then it was over. Yeah. This whole Jag, Matt, and Bowie thing like went on for hours and then continued for the rest of the week. And then every time they would bring it up, it would be this big laugh like, fuck those two people. Let's torture them. Let's blindside them. Let's make them miserable. Da-da. And here's the thing. You can even say that they're trying to make good TV and whatever and for all of that. And there is even a chance that the DR was telling them to have those conversations. But here's my thing. Irregardless, it's still horrific gameplay because you have to know that people are watching. Do you think anyone's going to vote for you as America's favorite player when you're over here trash talking, saying you need to keep 76-year-old old women awake? What about when they were playing that HOH comp, during the double or after the double, and they were constantly going for Felicia, Jag, and Matt, and when they finally get Felicia out, when they're double teaming her, and Jag is like, yeah, we got you, yeah, like jumping up and down in her, congratulations, you double teamed a 76-year-old lady out of an HOH, and now you're cheers screaming in her face. And they think they're gonna get votes for America's favorite player?
Well, they're gonna win, they don't care.
And by the way, for all the people that are like, Matt had nothing to do with it, Matt stood there.
Okay.
Matt didn't open his big, stupid mouth and say, Jag, that's not cool.
Just like Heisem stood there and when the N-word was said, okay?
Well, he didn't hear it.
That's right. But he was there.
Kind of like Felicia tonight when
Listen,
she said...
Here's my question for, since
go ahead.
I'm a casual viewer, here's a question for you super fans that have seen all the feeds and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a season where people just didn't talk shit like that? Has there been a season?
No, and look, to your point, I agree with you. Here's the thing, which should let you know how bad this was. I all the time am defending these people shit talking. Like whenever people get too sensitive about it, I'm like, do you guys not remember Evil Dick? Do you not remember Josh banging pots and pans in people's face? Do you not remember Jen getting like burned with a cigarette? I agree. People are way too sensitive about the way people do things and say things on these feeds. And I say it all the time. But I'm telling you, in this case, Jag, Matt, Bowie, they definitely took it to an uncomfortable, like it just didn't become funny anymore place.
Could they have overdone it? Probably yes. Have we seen worse? Have I seen worse when I watched the feeds years ago and heard it from you? Absolutely. Like things that were said about Helen were so much worse than I think shit. This is just shit talking that just lasted way too long. Absolutely. And sweet Bowie Jane, Miss Positivity, she's doing it too.
It's so much more. They made comments about them stealing things, about Suri and Felicia being thieves.
That's bad.
Imagine if somebody was like, oh, I hope Jag isn't plotting anything. It's just like, it's not funny.
No, that's not funny. It took it too far. It was shit talking that went too far, yes. But, at the end of the day, it's like...
Isolated them. Did you see my clip of when Felicia confronted Jag about isolating her? You have to love Felicia. Like, I swear to God, I know people think that I hate Felicia because all I do is hate tweet at her for her eating. But I literally, it's just the mouth noises I hate. Everything else about her I love. And I hope they cast more people... Oh my God, the way she'll just confront you and not even care how it's ruining her game. She sat in the kitchen. She sat right in the kitchen this week and she looked at Jag and she went, so I'm just wondering, are you going to continue to isolate the person who you vote out after you vote one of us out because you're a fucking liar? And Jag is just like, wait, what? What? And she's like, you're isolating us.
Even on, Wednesday's episode when she confronted him in the living room. And it's just like, I just have a feeling. Just standing there quiet. And I'm just like, that is brilliant. It's so brilliant and it's so funny. And Felicia has been the best thing for this season, honestly. Her comments,
because old people don't give a shit.
They don't.
It's that whole thing where like, I'm old and I'm backing up. They don't fucking care. They'll fly in reverse in a parking lot and you have to avoid them. They don't give a shit. They're like, we're old, we earned it, fuck you.
Yeah, absolutely. And they know when to shut up.
Yeah.
And not overdo the shit talking, right?
Yeah, they don't care, but they're not going to win. I see no way that Felicia can win this game at all. Like, I don't see anybody voting for her.
I was really hoping she was going to win tonight. I was, like, crossing my fingers and my eyes and my legs. I was just like, come on, baby Jesus. Come on.
And I have to say, I thought this one was impossible. I didn't get one right. I did not get one correct.
I was just staring.
Yeah.
There are the hearts. There's this. Okay.
Which one had a fucking scissor?
Jim Pot's tied up with a rope, and then she's like, which side had the house plant? I'm just like, the house plant?
Yeah, exactly.
What
like
the hell?
You never focus on those little details. It's always the things that like jump out at you.
I got Havoc right. Because I barely got it right.
Well, let me ask you this.
She said houseplant. I was like, no, she didn't. And I was just looking at Felicia's face, just putting those cards up.
Come on, God.
Not even listening.
Come on, God. Come on, God.
Not even looking up. Just the only time she looked up was to see the comics, and then she was like, just.
God is just like, holy shit, Felicia, shut the fuck up. I don't have time for you anymore. It's a game show. I'm busy.
I've got so much more to do.
So if you've heard about the war in Palestine, Israel right now, I don't have time to help you. I don't have time to help you right now, Felicia.
With your reality competition, okay?
Felicia calling again. I'm busy. Agree. Too many. Well, okay. So Courtney said in chat. I saw a lot of people saying this on Twitter. Do we think Jag threw it? He had 1,800 and crossed it out. Had he left the 1,800, he would have won. So do you think that Jag threw that HOH?
Oh, absolutely. You know what's going to happen, right?
I think he threw the HOH as well. I think he knows that Bowie.
I think he threw the HOH. I think Bowie's going to nominate Matt and Felicia, and I think they're going to vote out Matt.
Yeah, I mean, and to be clear, the only benefit would be to have Felicia, to have Bowie do his jury vote while solidifying his vote from Matt. That would be the only benefit for him to do it. Because, I mean, there is no downside to winning this HOH.
But
the only reason.
Yeah, but if he does do that, and Jag is sitting next to Bowie, Matt's bitter against Jag for doing that. Because Jag would be the one that voted him out. Sari is the one that told Matt, this is what's going to happen. Felicia, everybody tried to warn you. So, I don't know.
I take it back. I'm stupid. Jag would have to vote out Matt. So that is bad for Jag's game. So I don't think Jag threw it. I think the smarter thing for Jag to do would have been to win it, nominate Felicia and Bowie.
Have Bowie do the dirty work.
And fingers crossed, one of them wins POV, forces him to put up Matt, and then the other one votes out Matt. So then I'm going to go with no. Had he thought that through, I'm assuming he would think it would be worse for him to cast the vote to get out Matt. So I don't think he threw it.
I'm just so shocked that they're always so far off. I mean, Bowie Jane was like 1680, and it was over 4,000 seconds. Like, it's just shocking. Like, it's seconds. And Julie even said it. Seconds.
You know how when you go on Drag Race, they say you need to know how to sew. If you go on to The Amazing Race, you need to know how to drive stick shift. I think the new thing for Big Brother, like if you're going on Big Brother, you need to know how many seconds in an hour, how many seconds in a day. Like you should just go into the house with that in your memory. Like a day is 7,000 seconds.
It's like 8 hours, and then just keep dividing it, right? Until you get seconds.
Yeah, you need to know that at some point.
I was even looking at his math, and I'm like, really?
Yeah. I mean, he got it correct, or apparently they both got it correct because they both did 60 times 30 and got 800. But I guess they thought it was somehow less than. Yeah. Why would they think it was only 30?
They weren't even halfway through. It was over 4,000 seconds. They were. 1680 was Bowie's guess. Like she wasn't even at a 2,000. I'm like, how? It's the second time she's won by missing it so far off.
She's the worst. I mean, nothing at this point. I really do hope Matt or Felicia win, just because nothing. And I admit this is pure bitter. This is pure. I'm not even saying that I'm standing here. I'm not even standing here trying to defend this. I'm saying it's complete bitter. I want to watch Jag lose. I want to watch the look of defeat on his face. And I want to watch Bowie lose. I want to watch her stupid little face crumble and cry.
I just want her on the block once.
Well, it's not going to happen. Maybe on finale night it'll happen. I just want to watch those two lose.
I just don't want her sitting in the final two and going, but I was never on the block, not once. I did a good game.
Oh, I did a good game. I mean, but let me ask you this. Watching the jury house, didn't it seem like people were pro Bowie? I mean, Cameron was very much like, he was saying Bowie
Shocking.
did not make a mistake here. Bowie planned to
Shocking.
get you out.
Shocking.
Yeah, I think there's a chance that they can make a case for Bowie to win at this point. Where I didn't think she would have a case before, I think there's a case that Bowie could
But
win
I
now.
think it goes to show, as a casual viewer, of course, I'm not
Right.
seeing everything. But I think you watch the feeds, you're also not seeing everything. If someone as smart as Cameron is making a case for Bowie so soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's first juror. The first juror in there, most influential, seems like he's very pro Bowie. That to me is interesting. And we know he has a soft spot for Bowie, even though she was the one to get him out of this game. But I don't think Cameron wants Jag or Matt to win at all.
No.
Why aren't we allowed to wax that stupid dead animal off Corey's face yet? I mean, it looks so... But that stupid mustache that he has, it looks like a fucking caterpillar landed on his face. Literally looks like something crawled on his face while he was sleeping and he wiped it across his lip and it's still there.
Are you talking about Cameron or Corey?
Corey, what did I say?
Oh, you said Cameron at first. And
all right. Well, I mean Corey.
Oh, yeah. Well, he knew America was coming in soon, so... So they were right next to each other.
Apparently... Apparently, DR said that he's not allowed to get rid of it, that it's his identity for the rest of the season. Imagine being Corey and feeling like you did so much in this game.
My nose was gonna bleed.
You got Jared out. You got these house meetings. You went toe to toe with Cirie. You got a girlfriend for the first time in your life. You had sex on camera. All this stuff that happened for you, and production is like, we've boiled you down to growing a mustache this season, and it's now your identity.
Yeah, it's your identity for the rest of the season.
I would literally go into the bathroom, shave it off, and go, find me.
I'd shave my head.
Yeah. I would go, find me. What are you going to do?
Shave my mustache, shave my head.
It's a live show. It's live air. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? So you're
going to pull me out of the game? You're going to pull me out of the game?
The bodyguard at the door going to get me? It's going to tackle me? What? What are you going to do?
I can go do interviews telling people I was evicted because you wouldn't let me shave my mustache.
I'm going to protest.
Gonna protest? Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. What did you think of Jag being like, happy birthday, Matt's mom, you raised a wonderful son, when he was doing the voting?
I barfed, and then as I composed myself, then Bowie voted, and she's like, happy birthday, Matt's mother.
Happy birthday, mummies.
And then I shit my pants. So I barfed, and then I shit my pants.
We're both rooting.
Yeah.
I know you must have watched a whole edit tonight about how we're plotting against your son, but happiest of birthdays to you.
Just a game. Happy birthday to you, love.
I love when she's like, oh, I lied and told her I was voting her, but it's not personal, it's game. Of course it's game, you dumb fuck. Again, you're lying to a juror for no reason. She would have to vote for you, and now you have no reason to lie to her. Just be honest and be like, the truth. I don't know what I'm missing. Why do people lie on the last 2 weeks of this game? Makes no sense to me. I understand lying. Yeah.
Bad jury management.
I understand lying in the beginning of the game.
Right.
That to me makes sense. But there's one
Now the people
week
are
left.
leaving, going to jury. It's bad jury management. You know, I love Jermaine King's comment in the YouTube chat. Man Law 34 says that a man cannot cut off his facial hair that was requested by an attractive woman until that attractive woman gives you permission to shave off your facial hair.
So Corey's fucking someone in production?
Well, America. Oh, you're saying America's not attractive?
No, I'm saying it's production that told him he has to keep it. So is he in
Right,
a
but-
relationship with?
No, but he would never do it because Jermaine's saying it's part of
No, I get it.
part of the man law.
I got it. I might be on 3 Benadryl right now, but I got it. Yes, my lips do look puffy again today, Comedy Jonah. But I'm on 3 Benadryl, don't you worry.
Well, it's okay. I'm going to join you with a muscle relaxer because I have whiplash because I was in a car accident on Sunday.
Comedy Jonah, this isn't about you. It's about me having an allergic reaction, okay? You look just fine.
You always one up me, always. I was literally, the car was destroyed and totaled, but you win. You win.
Were you in the hospital?
Urgent care.
Give me a break. What does one do for whiplash? I thought that was a made-up thing that lawyers make you say to get some money. Are you suing? Are you suing?
It just happened on Sunday. God, it's only Thursday.
All right. Well, who? What was it? An old man? An old woman? Who is it?
And I have video too.
What do you have? One of those fancy cars with a backup camera?
No, someone with a fancy car happened to be in back of us and saw the whole thing and recorded it.
And then they stopped to be a witness?
Oh, there were so many people, witnesses. People were offering me bottles of water. They were offering me a beer.
Let me tell you, side note, that is the biggest gift in the whole entire world. When someone went through a red light and crashed into my hub's car. We live in New York. It's a no-fault state. Everyone just left the scene that wasn't involved. And
really?
because it's a no-fault state, there's nothing you can do to prove that that person went through a red light and without witnesses. So, I mean, you are so lucky that you had people be a witness.
3 witnesses, and one of the witnesses uploaded footage to the Seattle police and sent it to us for insurance and stayed around.
Well, it's a good thing that you're live right now, not wearing that neck brace, showing just how able you are to move.
Well, I see when I'm turning over to you, see I'm having to move my whole body.
Yeah, no, that's good. Make sure you keep that up, especially if you want some money.
But see, you still win.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not buying the whole car accident. No, I still win. I have allergies, okay? Get back to me when your lips are the size of your face. Oh, my neck hurts. Trade you.
We got very, very lucky. Very lucky.
All right, well, I'm glad that you are okay, and somehow your car accident was more entertaining than the last week of feeds. So, here's the thing.
God, I'm out there getting content for the show.
Glad you're out there getting content. Next time, make sure that you broadcast it or something.
I'm gonna live stream it next time. Okay, yes, got it.
I meant to go upload your picture. Comedy Jonah did send me the photo of his Papa John pumpkin pizza, Papa Elf pumpkin pizza, Papa Giorgio, whoever the
Murphy's.
Whatever. He sent me a picture of a pizza and it looked like a pumpkin.
A jack-o'-lantern.
A pumpkin.
But it had the face and everything and the crazy mouth.
First of all, it looked like if the pumpkin's face melted, but I guess that's the cheese.
It was the pizza.
The pizza. Okay. Back to Big Brother. Thank you. I apologize. They're on a lot of Benadryl right now. Okay. Here's the thing. What did you think of the double? I mean, look, I have never cared less about a double before. I've never cared less about a jury before. But I mean, going back to that double, it's just horrible, right? We hated it.
I just didn't care.
You're gonna what?
I just didn't care. I knew it was
Yeah,
going to happen. Yeah.
it was gonna
Like once
happen.
America was gone, I'm just like, there's no chance. Like it's those three that's going to dominate everything. Sari and Felicia are not going to win anything. And I really was hoping, on the last episode of the Halloween one, when they had the whole trick or treat thing from the Scary Verse, and they were showing, those three putting all the candy into Matt's thing so he could win the money. And when Bowie tied for last with Felicia, and you could see it on Bowie's face that it was like, well, gosh, I was putting candy in theirs, but they weren't putting it in mine. It's just like ding, ding, ding. Hello, Bowie, and then nothing.
I just like when they were like, when Jag was like, I could tell by Bowie's face something was wrong. And then it cuts to Bowie's face. And instead of Bowie being like, it was just more like,
Yeah.
I only am smiling this much about the candy in my basket.
Where's all my candy?
Sometimes I give you 100% teeth, and this time you only get 25% because I'm very angry.
Oh, yeah. I
Give
think
me a break.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid. And, those people that are watching BBUK, the house is getting costumes and parties and hauntings and ghosts and trick-or-treaters. And I mean, it is everything that you wish our Big Brother would be or do or give us on an episode. And then you're just watching our Halloween on the feeds, and it's like they gave them costumes and let them order Chinese food. Wow.
Yeah, like Rodney Carlson in the YouTube chat says, why no ghosts are scaring them on Halloween? Like, why something else?
Because production doesn't give a shit. Forget about that. How many big classic big... I don't know either. How many classic Big Brother players live in California? You telling me you couldn't have gotten 5 people to come and trick-or-treat at that house?
Right.
How exciting and iconic would that have been to have Big Brother players come to the front door trick-or-treating? Something, anything. It's just, dear God, it was boring.
Yeah, and then you could just see Cherie's face, just 93 days. And for her to make that comment,
What?
like for her, that Big Brother was so much harder than Survivor was...
Because it is.
It is. And when
Yeah.
she said, imagine going to work, and you said, and your boss says to you, oh no, you're not leaving for 100 days. And there's a cot in the back, and you can get anything you want from the cafeteria, but you're not going to, and you're going to work the entire time. When she put it in that perspective, I was like, oh my God, I need a Xanax chaser with my muscle relaxer. I need a Xanax chaser with my muscle relaxer.
And I hear what she's saying. However, I would kill to know that A, I had unlimited food for 100 days. B, that when I'm at work, me and 16 of my coworkers are competing for $750,000, and one of us are going to get it at the end of 100 days. So don't get me wrong, not to be Debbie Downer, I totally get what she's saying, and I understand her putting into perspective so people can understand.
Right.
Any smart person understood Big Brother was harder. It's clearly harder.
And I mean, starting a new job, so you don't know your coworkers, right? And then you're locked in the office with them. And there's a little backyard over there where you can, get a little sun and,
And most people most people in America aren't going to get a chance to earn $750,000 at their job in 20 years, let alone 100 days. So I think most of them are thrilled. All right, they would in 20 years, but you know what I mean.
24/7. Oh.
I don't care. It's not 24/7. You sleep, you're playing games, give me a break.
Just play little games, little board games, little Jenga.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Make money.
I feel like I'm going to start slurring like Comedy Joe now. So let me tell y'all, when I was, boy, this Benadryl's really kicking in. Yeah, I thought that the HOH, that the double was absolutely underwhelming. Bowie, once again, per usual, drops the ball, lets Jag, like you say, finger her butthole, or stick his hands up her butthole, whatever, you know, make her a puppet. It's just so stupid. It's a pitiful week. Like I say, I'm not somebody that stops watching the feeds, but today I was just very much like, I just want to hold on to my happy Suri and Felicia memories. I don't want to watch anything. I'm going to get annoyed if I have to turn it on and have to watch Jag talking shit. I mean, I turned it on for like 1 minute the other day, and this was literally Jag. He was complaining, going, "Can I just get a break? I mean, why do people have to campaign to me every day? Like, can't they just respect that I'm a human being and I just want 1 day of not being campaigned to?" And I just wanted to be like, fuck you. Do you remember when you cried like a little bitch the first half of the game because no one would talk to you and no one gave a shit about you and you had no fucking game? And do you remember how horrible you felt if no one would talk to you? And by the way, as long as we're on the topic, no one fucking bullied you. I know they're never going to put that into the... edit of the show for you, casual viewer. But one of the biggest victim noises that Jag, Matt, and Bowie like to cry about is that they were bullied. They were bullied this season. First of all, you were never bullied. I don't care. I don't care if the three of them said to Suri and Felicia's face what they're saying behind their back. I don't care if Suri and Felicia said what they said about Bowie to her face. You're still not being bullied. You signed up to play a fucking mental manipulation game against people for fucking money. You're not being bullied. It's a slap in the face to people that are actually bullied to watch you crying that you're being bullied on a game that you willingly agreed to play for almost $1 million. Shut up.
Well, I mean, when you're childlike like Bowie, you know, it can be interpreted, you know, like the frame of mind of a child.
Well, I don't know how she's a child. She's pushing 50.
Well, I mean, in her case, her mind is like a child, but her body is not.
I think her body looks great for her age. I would kill for her body.
Yeah, she looks good.
She looks great. I think they all look great for their age. I don't think any of them
absolutely.
Actually look their age. I think
No,
they all...
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. Everybody looks great. They look great and they're not bullied.
They're wonderful and not bullied. So now we know that Felicia bombed the HOH, the only chance that we had to save the ending of the season. So let me ask you, is there any chance you see her doing anything unexpected this week?
Felicia?
Yeah, Bowie. I'm sorry. Did I say Felicia? I meant Bowie winning the HOH. Felicia didn't win. Do you see...
There's not 16 people anymore.
I'm on 3 Benadryl. None of them are non-drowsy. It is amazing I'm not slurring and passed out in the keys this moment. My lips were this big 2 hours ago. Okay.
Again?
Yes. We don't know what it is. I'm very allergic to something that we can't figure out.
So it wasn't what you ate at...
No.
So you can eat back at the...
Yeah, I did, and I'm fine.
Did you eat the same thing?
No, yes, I ate the same thing from the same person.
And you were fine.
And I was fine.
Okay, so we're not
Yep.
mad at that place anymore.
We're not mad at Dunkin' Donuts anymore. You're all allowed to go back there again.
Yay! I don't have one, but I love it. I love
Okay,
it.
great for you. Okay, nobody cares.
So it's you.
It's something in my environment. But anyway, what was I just saying now?
We wanted to know what
Oh, what do you
something
think
crazy Bowie would do.
Bowie?
Right?
Will Bowie make a move this week?
If she does, she will she will have my respect.
Okay, and now to be clear, what is the move that earns your respect? Nominating Jag and Matt?
Oh gosh, if she does that, oh hell yes.
Well, she has to nominate one of them, right? She has to nominate Jag or Matt.
Yeah.
Right. So she has to nominate one of them.
Mm-hmm. But if she nominated both of them and had them both compete for the veto, that would be amazing. While her and Felicia just sat there and watched. She would have my respect, and then I would agree with Cameron. Like, okay, there's something lots of things we don't know about her that she's done that Cameron has the respect. But if she saw that and I saw that on my TV edited as a casual viewer, she would get my respect.
Well, chat seems good. I'm glad. I kind of feel the same way. Chat seems split. Half the people are saying there's no way she's going to nominate Jag. And then other people like Destiny's is saying, I think Jag will tell her to nominate him so that Matt doesn't get suspicious of their relationship.
Ooh, Destiny. I think ding, 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 ding.
Look, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that would make me happier than if Jag was so stupid as to tell her to nominate him and then leave the voting in Felicia's hands. Oh, please do that, you big dum-dum. Oh, please just do that. Because like I say, I want to watch Jag hurt. I don't want Jag to lose. I want him to lose in the most painful way. I want Felicia to send him out. I want people laughing at him. You big loser.
Don't you think that you're being kind of mean and taking
I can
the
blame
shit talking too far?
No, not at all. Not at all. And if I am, it's the Benadryl. But not at all. Hi, I'm not Eric speaking.
We're both
it's
high.
the Benadryl.
Hi.
It's the Benadryl. It's the Benadryl.
It's the high show.
Tonight is nominations. I mean, that should be no surprise. Tomorrow will be veto. And then Sunday night, if we get to watch Jag leave, oh God, we get to watch.
Christmas early? Would it be Christmas early for you?
Yeah, because look, here's the thing. We get to watch Jag lose and have the crushing, soul-destroying defeat in his face, and I will laugh at every second of it. Then, I'm sorry, there's no way Matt is not winning the two physical parts of the last HOH against Bowie and Felicia. He then turns around and he takes Felicia because he knows he can beat her, and then we get to watch idiot Bowie lose again. I mean, this will be the sweetest ending of any game.
Oh my God. So is Sunday's not live, is it?
It's taped live, but we will have another eviction Sunday night. If you want to do a show, we can.
Oh.
And you didn't say
No.
yes.
I got kickball.
Oh, Sunday night's kickball. Well, maybe I'll see if another casual viewer wants to join me.
Yes. Well, we'll see if I can make it.
Right. Whiplash and all.
Oh, wait, it's the other side. We'll see if I can make it.
I'm not kidding. Those insurance people will follow you around and look at everything you're doing and take that money away. Oh boy, oh boy,
No,
oh
I
boy.
just put a claim in, that's all, but I'm not like crazy, like injured. And those muscle relaxers work. Like I just feel great. But
Wow.
but
Look
I'm on pills. I'm on drugs. I feel great on drugs.
look at you, Mr. I have insurance. Just remember, when you are done using your pills, who you send them to. Yep, the person over there. Nope, you had it right the first time. The person over there.
Well, I mean, this is the insurance of the car I was in, so I was the passenger.
Wait, the plot thickens. You weren't driving?
No.
Someone else was driving you and then that person got hit from behind.
I sent you the pictures and the video.
When it happened?
No, just now, a few moments
Oh,
ago.
I don't have my phone in front. I was like, no, you didn't. Okay, interesting. I don't have my phone here, and spoiler alert, what everyone knows about this show, I don't wear clothes. I'm only dressed from here up, so I can't get up to...
Me too.
I can't get up to go look for my phone, or everyone would be getting a whole different type of show. Yeah. No pants. Put that all. Was it an Uber?
It wasn't an Uber. In fact, what was crazy was, when they hit us, so we're the white SUV, and it was a BMW. They hit us. We spun out. We knocked her across the street, and she hit a basement apartment window and knocked part of the window and the brick out. When she opened her door, she had cut her head, and she was bleeding, all on the side. She dropped bags of drugs and was yelling at the guy in the car. It was a woman saying, "Get your shit. We got to get out of here." And she ran.
Typical woman driver. Now,
Always putting her drugs first. I just thought it was just fast on her feet with a bloody head.
What I'm hearing is you were on a date.
No.
And you got rear-ended.
No, so I went out. I was a Romulan ambassador for Halloween, so we went out Saturday, and my friend Ralph, who was...
This was on Halloween?
No, this was Saturday night. So then Sunday, we were going to brunch, and we were picking up a friend. So Ralph lives by me, and this happened like 2 blocks from my house.
So I just want to point out, of all the times that I've driven you, we've had no car accidents, and now Ralph drives you and you get rear-ended. Who's the better driver out of your friends?
Ralph.
Okay.
You've never driven. I've always driven.
Mary, every place we've gone, I've driven.
Temecula?
Everywhere.
I drove the entire time.
That's because you're like, look at this big dirt mound. This is where I grew up. Look at this pile of rocks. This is where I spent my childhood. I was like, oh, it's so beautiful.
Right.
So beautiful. So beautiful where you grew up, John. Explains a lot.
It is beautiful.
Never understood on the Real Housewives when they're like, we're going to walk up a dirt trail. Isn't nature beautiful? It's disgusting. What is happening on the West Coast? It's fucking dirt hills that you people think look pretty.
Yeah, they go. Orange County's been to Temecula with the wineries and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so have we. Okay. Look,
And so have we.
I think the moral of this story is don't do drugs, kids. It's plural.
Don't drive if you're on them. Just stay home and enjoy.
Right, you'll rear end somebody. Yeah, so I think, I think I'll probably go live after Sunday night's eviction episode, but then Comedy Joan and I will be back on Thursday to talk finale.
Yeah. And we're going to do a show after the 2 hours?
Sure. If you want to do it then, or we'll do it the day after, we'll let people know. And then once the season is over, it usually takes like a few days for the house guests to get back into the real world. But then once they're back into the real world, I say we have the jurors on that we want to do live Q&A shows with
I
chat.
say we do the 2-hour show and a show and just do it all. Just a 3-hour bonanza.
Extravaganza. Okay.
Extravaganza bonanza.
Well, from what I can tell, the feeds are on because obviously they did the HOH. So we will let all of you guys go get back to the feeds. I apologize for being Benadrylled out of my mind on this show.
I'm high as well.
I think I would just like to fall asleep at this computer desk, and I don't want to drag anyone down in my black hole with me. So I'm going to remind everyone just one thing tonight. Go to yourrealityrecaps.com/Discord. There's a BB25 live feeds chat room. That's where I'll be if I can handle it.
And I'm going to post the photos in the remix on Your Reality Recaps.
Okay, now I know that I'm on a lot of drugs, but I don't know what in the holy hell the remix on Your Reality Recaps means.
The Patreon
Is
group,
it me,
doesn't
chat?
Remix Patreon?
Oh, you're talking about the patron group. Okay, thank you. That's the words you were looking for.
I'm going to post the accident photos and the videos.
All right, you post it in the Facebook group, patron group, and I will put it in the Discord patron section as well. Perfect. All right, everybody. We will see you guys over there. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends.